Good morning, Deify here, and welcome back to Kitty Powers Matchmaker, our quest for all the achievements. Still 13 kids away, but was Blanche the good one that I was hoping for? Oh my gosh, hey! Or was it you two? Oh, now I'm actually concerned. Well, I wasn't expecting good news, honestly. I don't know what to expect there. Annie and I are still together, and we got married. We both really enjoy reading textbooks. So exciting. We're so compatible that I can easily live with our obsession with celebrity meltdowns. I did tell one or two white lies, but it was okay in the end. We're so happy about the way it's worked out. We'll name our first child Kitty, even if it's a boy. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but where are the little mini Dustins? Okay, and same dealio, and Naya and I are still in a relationship and are married now. We both enjoy cleaning the house together. Union is so total that I can easily abide her infatuation with ethnic music. The most pleasing thing is I was completely honest with her. We are ecstatic with everything. We shall perform an experiment in your honor. We have sent a gift as a token of our appreciation. There has to be like some just random number generator that I'm not getting good rolls on, because with the amount of marriages and the lack of children, I'm a little skeptical. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie Bumlord, the 3-star comic book artist, and a Gemini looking for a woman. His interests include folk music, solar power, and arty ceramics. He loves brown eyes and dark brown hair. He's active, carefree, introvert, traditional, and spicy. Bad habit is planking, and his guilty pleasure is playing rugby, a hippie type, with some sportiness, of course. I'm gonna start with Zula Oldby, the VIP celebrity lifestyle coach, and a Leo, so they don't line up there, but 2 ticks of attraction. She is quite a hippie. Draughts, wind chimes, and didgeridoo, I believe, and we don't know anything else about her. I'm worried about the VIP part, but, worst case scenario, we get rejection. So boy howdy, have I had, an interesting day. I mean, well, most of it wasn't interesting. I actually had the day off today just because we have Wednesday off, which means I didn't have physics lab today. Oh, that felt so good. Felt so good to not do that. Cold with no meat, like Yumgai. No, that's chicken salad. Somtom. There we go, Somtom. But yeah, so instead I decided to do physics homework, because, hey, my section last night actually really helped me. I was super psyched about that. Oh man, you're the worst already. But yeah, so I actually feel like I'm starting to kind of understand physics, and that's saying something for me. But so I was just doing that, and then, I had to roll over. That's not the exciting part, don't worry. Then I decided to just, go over and do more coding, and my digital prototype is coming along quite swimmingly. I'm just gonna skip to the exciting part for right now, at least. So when I was walking home at about 10:30 p.m. or so, wow, these two do not belong together. So we had actually had a warning at our school about mountain lion sightings. Now you already know where this is going, I'm sure. But so first it was like, oh, it was seen on the east side of campus. And I'm like, okay, well that's right in my path that I normally take to walk home. So I should probably avoid that one. But then we got another one later, and it was like, oh, well now it's seen on the west side of campus. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I can take my normal path home, and I'll actually be further away from it than I normally would be. Well, not so. Not so. I ended up having a mountain lion stalking 2 coyotes cross in front of me, probably about 100 feet away, if I had to guess. So that was super exciting, I'm sure. I was not very happy. Okay, how do I do this math? 388, we probably want about 194. So I think we want this one. That is correct. Good. That was awesome. Yeah, I tried desperately to pull out my phone to take a picture of it. Did not end up working out because my phone is like, something's got to be wrong with my phone. It is so slow at taking out the camera. It's actually slow all around, especially when I'm not on a cellular network, which I never am in this forested school. But so I missed the picture of the mountain lion, and I was sad. So let's just not set up those other two because they were not good at all. So we're going to try Prudence Cherryski. She's a 2-star indie music promoter and a Sagittarius. Again, 2 ticks of attraction, and she is very, very hippie as well. And you know, same dealio, it's all the same except she's only 2 stars, so it should be quite a bit easier to impress her. It also really helps when the randoms are on your side and take you to a 3-star restaurant to really impress the 2-star date that you brought with you. So fantastic job, I'm really happy. We're gonna have some sweet Indian food, and this waitress looks like almost the same as the one we had last time, except now we want something hot with red meat, like a Hussaini kebab, of course. Yeah, that's very good, that's very good. And now we just gotta hope, you know, we get 3 ticks of attraction would be super nice. There's 1. But yeah, so anyways, so my digital prototype, you know, coming along quite well. I got some basic movement showing up, but I couldn't get like animated sprites to show up because I kept getting a ridiculous error that, if any of you like know programming, there are like some errors where they just don't tell you anything. Like in C is famous for its seg faults in the programming world, where it literally just crashes and says segmentation fault. And you're like, well, I don't know what that means. And C's like, well, you know, try and figure it out on your own. Yeah, I was getting this one error in C++ called an access violation. And I Googled it, and it means that you're probably not calling a method that's in a library properly. But as far as I could tell, I was. It just didn't want me to believe that, and it was really frustrating. So I ended up just taking out animations altogether, and then I just dealt with, you know, basic movement, and it worked out quite a bit better, I would say. That's a bad one. Darn it, I tried so hard. Okay, but 2 out of 3 is not bad, and we got our favorite, so that's awesome. But yeah, you know, it's coming. I'll be pretty happy when I finally turn this in. Maybe I can get better art. Maybe that should be my goal for tomorrow, is to make better art for it. Okay, let's kick it back a notch, since I don't need to be this high and mighty VIP matchmaker. So we're just gonna take Lottie Headside, the 1-star refuse collector. Hey, I mean, someone's gotta do it. She's a Leo, born on 31st of July, looking for a man. She's interested in spoopy houses, safety goggles, and vampire romance movies. Interesting. She loves green eyes and black hair. Relaxed, methodical, introvert, experimental, and spicy. Her bad habit is hogging the remote control, and her guilty pleasure is motorsports. Man, I love motorsports. Really? You got geeky from that? I mean, I guess so. Well, I haven't really looked through the black book, but I kinda gotta try these two. I wish I could say that they were 5 out of 5 and I just set them up, but I can't. Thomas Headbottom. His head is literally his bottom, and his bottom is on his head. That's a sweet burn at his face right there. VIP commune leader and a Libra, 3 ticks of attraction, and he's geeky, so that's awesome. And then we don't know anything else. Let's just hope that his VIP-ness doesn't get in the way also. So tomorrow I'll probably have to record a video of my digital prototype, and by tomorrow when you're watching this, I mean at the very least 3 days ago. Because, well, this is not gonna come out on time, of course, because I have a buffer. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do. Something hot with white meat and nothing freaky. I mean, I can't guarantee anything. We have a flock of seagulls bun lady. But yeah, so pretty much, you know, you have like sprites moving around and their values change as they go, and well, there's really not much to look at. They're 2 stick figures, and they're 2 very poorly drawn stick figures as well, if I do say so myself. I do not have very good art skills. In fact, I think my art skills are abysmal. I wish I were good at art, but I'm just really not. So, darn, they couldn't be 5 out of 5. That is a shame. But yeah, I really wish I could be good at art, and maybe I could be if I focused on it. But I just don't have the time to focus on it. I mean, if I took some stuff out of contact, please. My contacts get really finicky when I'm tired. But I mean, if I took some more stuff out of my life, I could probably do it. But I'm like, but I'm so happy with like what I'm doing aside from school, which frustrates me. But I mean, altogether, you know, still pretty happy. Wow, that was like really short. Dang, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you should apologize for that because you are not the best. So, if these two get 2 out of 3, they'll still be in the realm where I can, you know, ask them for a second date and all will be well. But they're not. They're not. So let's just not even try. These two, we should abort. Abort the entire mission. I don't want to set them up anymore because they'll just be bad and drag each other down, and that's super frustrating. But that's okay. Yep, okay, come back, come back. And shall we go Dutch? Well, gee, I actually am not really sure. So we're just gonna mash the mouse button and watch them all fall onto your side, which is really bad. I better hope that you're, experimental, because otherwise, oh good, he is, no problemo. So that actually worked out really well, even though it totally didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Don't be attracted to him. Just, do you want a second date? Come on, it's rational. Oh man, a second date. Rational's not the word I'd use to describe it if I really wanted someone to go out with me again. Next on my list is Danny Vineaway. That's how Tarzan leaves. He just vines away, of course. He's a 2-star political oh my gosh, I know it's satire, but is it satirist? I think. Yeah, that sounds right. He's a 2-star political satirist, and an Aries. 2 ticks of attraction, that's great, and I think face painting is hippie at least, so he's partially there. Martial arts is kind of sporty, which is good for her love of motorsports, I think, and we gotta find out everything else. Okay, well, I want a 3 out of 3 out of this guy, because we don't have any good matches in our black book aside from him, so we'd best hope that it's good. Unfortunately, coming to a 1-star area is not really going to help with that. Let's get you some cauliflower cheese. I mean, granted they are 1 and 2 stars, so it would be really easy to set them up anyways, but I still like getting all the stars that we can. Valentine's Day, roses or massage. Okay, yeah, just buy them some roses. That's fine, I guess. That's fairly normal. No one would argue if you bought them roses on Valentine's Day. But I've heard that people usually like more personal gifts rather than just something, you know, store-bought. So, oh my gosh, okay, well, these two should probably not end up together either. And that is a darn shame, because now I'm at a loss of what to do. That, and I really wanted his sweet purple hair. But that's apparently not gonna happen. Okay, can you at least get this lie off? It should not be very difficult, but you're just making it out to be a task of impossibility, and if you flip over, I'm gonna be so mad. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It is great having loads of mates. Granted, he likes having loads of mates, and loads of mates always fart, so we actually don't need to be worried about this game, which is especially good because we just lost, so just let it out. Just let it all out. Man, I'm really tired right now. It is 1:20 in the morning. I just had such a busy day between laundry and homework and homework and homework and talking with my girlfriend that, you know, this is the first free time that I've had, which is a darn shame. I wish I could be, I wish I could record this a little bit more when I'm, you know, at my prime, but I usually need to save my prime of the day for working on homework that I need to pass classes, especially coding, because if you've never tried coding, man oh man, it can take a lot out of you. Like, sure, you're just sitting at a computer, but it's just so taxing on your brain. I'm already at a loss. I guess I'll try Lawrence Bunbury. He's a 3-star urban planner and a Taurus. They're meh. 2 ticks of attraction. He likes countryside walks, going fishing, and collecting old books. That all seems pretty practical. I don't know about hippie, though. But, you know, we're just kind of going to have to hope. And so, one more funny thing that did happen today was, so, the reason I got into game design was my parents were both game designers back in the arcade days. And so I just kind of, you know, grew up around games. My parents never had that stigma that games are bad. which is not really a good stigma to have, because they're really not, unless your personality doesn't allow you to separate reality from games. But you know, whatever, I'm not gonna go into that like philosophical conundrum type thing. Can people please be spicy, please? But so anyways, I was talking with my friend, and he was just like, yeah, how'd you get into game design? And I was like, oh, my parents like designed arcade games. He's like, oh really, like which ones? And I was like, well, I mean, have you ever played Kicks? He's like, I never played the arcade, but I had an app on my phone. And so I told him about it. I was like, yeah, my parents actually came up with that idea while they were just chilling in a hot tub with a couple of other coworkers. He's like, no way, are you for real? And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally for real. You know, I'm not sure if you could like find that out. That's a weird tidbit of information. Oh dear. I had a professor named Luca. It was not Luca. I can't remember if it was Lawrence or Liam. I can't remember anything. I think it was Lawrence. I'm gonna go Lawrence. Ah, it is Lawrence. But yes, it was like, you're making that up. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm not. No. I mean, he obviously like wasn't like attacking me. He just thought it was funny. He was just kind of one of those no way moments. So I told him, we went to the Wikipedia page, like, yep, there it is. There they are, okay. And I was like, yeah, see, I told you. They designed Kicks, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like, I guess, my family legacy, I suppose. But yeah, like, I was telling him how I was, like, always waiting for, like, my 4 years of education for one of my professors to bring this up and then just be like, has anyone heard of, like, Kicks at all? And I'd be like, yeah, I have. And he'd be like, oh, really? Or were you, like, an avid arcade fan? I'd be like, no, not really, but my parents made it, so I was kind of, you know, around it. 641-511-8597. 641-511-8497. Oh, 641-511-8597. 641-511-8597. Yeah, I actually have a couple of the nameplates for several arcade games hanging in my... Did she say your elite skills? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I have a couple nameplates hanging around in my house, and that's pretty cool. I enjoy them a lot. I think they make fantastic decoration. Now, I just really want some of these people to line up, and Sonic can just set them up on dates. Cassius Cheesefax, then, maybe. He's a one-star cop it, and there's my Bostonian coming out in me, or not Bostonian, sorry, my Marylanderin. I don't know what you call people from Maryland. What am I? Yeah, there's my East Coast accent coming out. He's a carpet fitter. Leo, so that's great, they line up. No attraction though, but you know, he's only 1 star, so it's fine. He likes reading science papers, going on safari, and growing flowers. I'm not really sure if that's hippie or vintage, but we'll have to try it out anyways. Okay, another low-end restaurant. What a shame the randoms are not helping me out this time, like they were last episode. That was really nice. And, yeah, blonde hair, fantastic. I'll take 10 coins right off the bat. We're up above 44,000 and slowly working our way towards 45. 50 is going to be a huge, totally means nothing benchmark, though. Not benchmark, goal. Something, checkpoint, I don't know. Hot with no meat is what we want. So let's get Akra. Yeah, Akra sounds good. And we have a brown pencil eraser leaving us as our waiter, so that's great. I haven't gotten a jackpot in a while either, it seems. That's fine. Well, of course. No, wait, you're both 1 star. Just tell them specific searches. You need to be more spontaneous. Come on, man. Stop, like, being... I was gonna say being boring, but he's not being boring because he's the carefree one. So you're at a music venue, would you rather get up and dance or sit and watch? Okay, good. We can at least sit and watch together. That's nice, because I don't know what we'd do if you wanted to dance and I wanted to sit. We can find you at a polo match, though, especially if you sit, like, right by the center of the screen. Thank you for making it very easy to find you. I would really like these people to be able to have even a second date would be really nice. No, of course nothing gets past me. I'm like a ninja bodyguard. Nothing gets past me because I have really fast reflexes. Let's clean the kitchen at the No one in my black book is spicy, apparently. This is actually the worst. What if I just want people to line up so I can set them up? Come on, game, don't do this to me. And she's 1 star and just doing barely well enough that we're not losing hearts either. Okay, we can get through this. It had a hint of supreme beingness. It had a pleasing underbelly. It had an aftertaste beyond normal human comprehension. It had an overtone of cosmic amazingness. It had a texture of exquisite deliciousness. Yeah, very glad to hear that. So yeah, let's clear the table and get out of here. Grab the cat and then just, yeah, relatively attractive is fine. Let's just, you know, get a second date and hope things go well. I'm totally out of options now. So Dexter Harleen, the 2-star dog groomer and a Scorpio, 2 ticks of attraction. He likes Hollywood exposés, action movies, and collecting meteorites. Tell me where the geeky is in that. Well, maybe collecting meteorites, I'm not sure. Have I been looking for hippie this entire time? I hope not. Okay, wait. I hope not. Hold on. I totally have been looking for hippie, and I feel dumb now because that was the last one. This is why I should not record when I'm tired, but I need to record when I'm tired because I'm always tired. So if I want to keep my YouTube channel afloat, you know, kind of gotta, anyway, whatever. Jeff Redridge, let's change it up here. He's a 3-star software engineer and a Gemini. 2 ticks of attraction. He likes geocaching, indie games, and Elven Kingdoms, 3 of my favorite things. Geocaching's actually really fun. We don't know anything about him, so let's go. Man, now I want to go geocaching again. It sounds pretty fun. Problem is I don't have a good method of transportation, really. So if you don't know what geocaching is, people set up like these little caches of just like small trinkets, like nothing really exciting, something hot with fish. Potato and anchovy casserole, there we go. Like, it's nothing, honestly, there might not even be anything, but there's usually, like, a list that you can sign if you find it. And then the way people, like, pass these around, you hide them, or, like, around towns or whatnot, and, then you post coordinates or give clues so that people can find them using GPSs. And it's really quite interesting. I know that there are actually 2 caches within like probably a 5-minute walk of my house, maybe 10 minutes. It's a little longer to get to the target. Wow, just put on a muscle shirt, why don't you? Okay, yeah, that's great. But yeah, I know there's actually one in the park right down the street from my house that I check out occasionally, but I know that some of the hiding spots are ridiculous. One of the places where I found one was in a Target parking lot, and I was walking back and forth trying to figure out what these coordinates were telling me for the longest time, because they kept dragging me by this light post, and I was like, there's nothing else exciting by this light post. Like, is it in the bushes that are kind of behind it? It was like, no. I was like, okay, I give up. I need a hint. And then the hint said something about magnets. And I was like, magnets? No. And it was, I don't know if you know, like the, oh my gosh, this is actually terrible. I wanted to set these 2 up, and we just can't get pachinko on our side at all. All of them went into her side, all of them. But it's like, it has like that little box that covers up like the electrical wiring and whatnot. And you had to lift that up to find the geocache. I should actually see if that one's still there, because that one, oh, let's not hit that. That seems like one where, honestly, if like the wrong people found it, they might have gotten rid of it. Like if the electrical company came, probably removed it. No, I followed it. This was the Thai restaurant. Oh man, what a great start to a date. Blonde curly hair, fantastic. Something cold with white meat. Now we have just everything working against us. Nothing can go wrong if we even want a chance of setting these two up. We can't get Kitty Powers. That's just fantastic. Because she'll just remove a strike. Bad habit. Can't help making silly voices. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that. We can't help wrong. Okay, well these two aren't getting hooked up. And of course there's Kitty Powers. So after this date I'm just going to hook her up with a backup person, I think. Because these two are... I was hoping that they'd be good together. But they are definitely showing me that they are not. So that's great. Watching athletics, of course you dislike that. Let's just see how bad we can get things. Yeah, motorsports. You guys should like each of those. Okay, well this one. This is fine. This is fine. We'll just tell him it's the X. I know you'll like that, even though you like nothing else. And then let's just see if we can get like even a 3 out of 4 would be just kind of interesting. Stay at home or go out with friends. Of course you want to go out with friends. That just sounds like a waste of time. Like, why would you even want to go out with friends if friends don't even want to go out with you? No, that doesn't sound right. What is that? Oh god, that was a weird noise from the people out in the hallway. I've just given up on trying to understand what people do. But yeah, no, I really like chilling with friends. I do it quite often. So these two should not get together in the slightest. In fact, even as a 1-star person, I think she's gonna want to reject him. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, nice one. Cheers for that. And yeah, we should definitely get out of here and never see each other again. Yeah, they do not fulfill the criteria at all. I'm really glad that I didn't try and set these two up after the first date. That would have been pretty brutal. So I actually don't have any backup people that I can set her up with. She doesn't have anything better than 2 known traits with someone, so figure I might as well try this guy again, whose name I totally forgot. Is it Thomas something? So hot with no meat and nothing spicy. We have a brown bun over there, so okay, so we should not talk about guilty pleasure because they're both geeky types. Let's bad habits, burping in public. Yeah, I love when you burp in public. It's so good. It makes me so happy to be around you, and it certainly doesn't disgust me in any way, shape, or form at all. See, now that this happens, I feel like I shouldn't have lied. Spin around, please, all the way to the 15. Oh, it's not gonna get there. No, please, game. Just have mercy on me. I just want to set her up with someone. Oh my gosh, this is just gonna take forever, but that's fine. So maybe... No, because he's a VIP. We're not going to get them hooked up after a date like this just because of that one strike. And oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Okay, well, let's get him back. This guy, I thought he had green eyes for some reason, but the only guy who looked like him had brown, so I was like, I should not go by eye color. He probably has brown eyes. Not because I can't remember anything. That's fine. Oh, man. I'm so mad that just... The only thing worse than having people who don't have good matches are people who don't have good enough matches. Where they have good matches to the point where they'll get infinite second dates, but then you're just like, can you please, like, even just get rejected or something so I'm not going to have you around forever. But, you know, we totally do. How are you going to fail that lie? You had a 4/5 chance of not hitting that one. Oh, good. Yeah, Kitty Powers. That's what I need right now. Okay, 12%. 10 would be 336. Divide that by 5, you get 67. So 336. So 401k. What? It was 404, wasn't it? 404 tip not found. I don't know. Yeah, let's just be friends. Yeah, he was gonna tell me that even if I asked him anything else, so I'm glad we didn't. So I guess we'll try Cassius again then. Gosh, I don't know what to do. I might just reject him if things don't work out like near perfectly. Although they are both 1 stars, so I could set them up. We'll see how I feel, if it's even worth it at the end. Something hot with fish. I don't know what that is. Fish, potato, and tomato stew. The s'mored snook. Let's get some of that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Let's get that over here. Now we can talk about bad habits, guilty pleasures, all that jazz. Moaning. Moaning's, you know, moaning's fine. Moaning's fine. And I can't help hogging the remote control. Okay, it could be worse. Honestly, that's pretty astounding for how this episode's been going. Shoot him, I guess. I don't really know why, but it just seemed like an important thing to do. Now, can I get guilty pleasure? Of course I can. You have any guilty pleasure? Skinny jeans, you know, that's not so bad. And we like motorsports. Okay. Hey, these two are absolutely perfect together. I once created a giant musical automaton when I was younger. That's a different one, right? Oh my gosh. I don't... Yeah, okay, so giant musical automaton. I was like, they were both automated. I couldn't even tell the difference. I was like, so I'm glad I cheated instead of just trying. Now I'd like to talk about interest, just because I can pull that off. It will just be fine. So I know you like reading science papers. That's both rational and logical. We like safety goggles. Yeah, it's quite fun. And let's get some delicious complimentary chocolates. You want honeycomb joy? Well, I'll see what I can do for you, fancy fondant. How about that guy? That's a bad guy right there. That's a lime-plosion. I'm gonna try this one. That's a lime-plosion. Oh, I could have gone for 2. 2 out of 3 would have been nice, because then we would have gotten hearts for it. But honestly, I think we can still do it, especially because we shot him, so... I don't think these two are very good together, but good enough, I guess. Man, do you remember, like, episode 50 or so, when I just went on spring cleaning and I could set up 5 out of 5 after 5 out of 5 after 5 out of 5 after 5 out of 5? I miss that game. Like, I just haven't had any good matches recently, and then when I do, they just get married, and I'm like, okay, come on, game, throw me a bone, just a small bone. It doesn't even, I'm not asking for a femur. I'd be happy with like a finger bone or like a tibia. I don't know where the tibia is. Is that one of the arm bones or one of the leg bones? I'm not really sure. I just want this game to make me feel like it doesn't hate me. Is that so much to ask? I'm supposed to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time on Kitty Powers Matchmaker, our quest for all the achievements, goodbye.